Harris?
Well, you know, you can hear more tonight when you talk about this in detail.
Okay. Come see us.
And then Steve, thank you so much, because you know, I went kicking and screaming into the paranormal. Okay, now, because I remember when I was working with Alan Hynek, because I met Alan by accident. My whole presentation is going to be all the coincidences of my life that started in 1979 after I saw Close Encounters, because I don't think you picked this. I don't think you picked this kind of research because you want to do it. I think that it was a process of having an assignment which we are completing, we researchers are completing. And it took, you know, I'm in my 70s, so it took all of these years for me to figure out why in the world I was fascinated by this. And I think we were all given an assignment. But in the beginning, for me, what was comfortable, because Alan Hynek, you know, he coined the Close Encounters, Close Encounters of first, second, third, and fourth. Third, and the thing is that, you know, I thought, okay, if I could just put pins and maps, I'm fine. And that's what I was doing. I was doing pins and maps, I was doing nuts and bolts, and I was scared to death to know what was inside. I didn't want to go there. And that's why I think a lot of people resist this. I know my family does. I was talking about my family, not talking about this, because they're scared. I mean, if either you're interested or you're not interested, I want to encourage everybody to understand this is not religion. They're either interested or they're not. You can't convert somebody. But anyway, I went from putting pins and maps to looking at all of it. I know, Serena, you said it is interplanetary, interdimensional. It's all of it. It's all of it. And until I read Jacques Vallée's Forbidden Knowledge, Volume 3 and 4, I didn't know what was going on. May I recommend those books, my presentations around those books. Because he basically spent his whole life, he's in his 80s now, trying to figure this out. And the person that really talks about it most articulately is Grant Cameron.
Yep.
I attended his lecture yesterday. I was blown out of the water. I can't say it as well as he does, but he's got it. He's got the bottom line, which I call the graduate school of research. Because I started in 3rd grade, and I'm hoping to stay in graduate school for a while, because my chief motivation is I want to know what's going on. Just like in Close Encounters, when Roy Neary says, "Tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on." And you know, Francois Truffaut turns around to everybody and says, "Let them on, because they were invited." These guys were invited. So the paranormal, I think, is the invitation for all of us to find out what's going on.
Thank you, Paola.
Thank you, Paola.
Wrong camera.